How often do we wake up with our thoughts already racing and the day begins before we've even taken a real breath? How often do we miss the magic in the small moments? In our fast-paced world, mindfulness often feels like a luxury, something we don't have time for. But in reality, it lies at the heart of everything we seek: peace, clarity, joy. In this video, we'll talk about mindfulness in action. Not as theory, but as a daily practice. We'll explore how simple, seemingly insignificant gestures can bring us back to presence, help us reconnect with our inner center, and rediscover the calm that has always been within us. Stay with me until the end. I'll share easy, practical ways to bring more awareness, gratitude, and ease into your everyday. Mindfulness begins with one simple here and now. Not with grand plans, not with changes waiting for the right moment, but with the small, quiet choices we make every day. That first breath in the morning, the smell of coffee, the smile of a stranger, the light falling through the window, playing with our children. Life is not always measured by big events. Its true essence is often hidden in the small, seemingly ordinary things we carry in our hearts. We often think that to change our lives, we need to do something big, change direction, job, or city. Yes, those are the visible changes, but before them, something else happens. Day after day, drop by drop, leading to the decision and the big shift. But real change begins in how we drink our morning coffee, how we talk to the people we love, or how we simply walk down the street. The magic of small moments comes from presence. It doesn't happen in rushing, but in realizing that everything is already here. Example 1, a morning with coffee. Before reaching for your phone, just sit for a minute with your cup of coffee or tea. Don't think about the day ahead. Don't rush. Feel the warmth in your hands. Inhale the aroma. Watch the steam rising and dissolving. This is your moment, a moment of calm, of full presence. Meditation in motion, effortless, without rules, just you and the silence between your thoughts. This 1 minute has the power to transform your entire morning because it sets the tone: peaceful, clear, mindful. Example 2. Evening quiet. When the day ends and your mind is still spinning, open a window or step onto your balcony. Look at the sky, the clouds, the sunset, the first stars. Feel how the day slowly leaves without resistance. Just as we too must learn to let go. This is how the soul breathes, through simple observation, through surrendering to the moment. Example 3. In the city, among people, you're riding public transport. Crowds, noise, hurry. But instead of getting annoyed, do something different. Simply observe. Look at the people around you, each carrying a story, pain, joy, pride. Someone gazes out the window, lost in thought. Another is rushing to work. A third is holding their child's hand. You don't need to know their stories. It's enough to feel them. In this moment, you're not just traveling, you're present. You become a witness to life as it is, loud, unpredictable, beautiful in its humanity. Small mindfulness rituals. Mindfulness is not abstract. It lives in the gestures we choose every day. We can find it in the way we start our morning, in how we listen, how we breathe, how we look at the world. It doesn't require a special place or time, only our presence. Examples. Give thanks for 3 things each morning before you even get out of bed. Smile at a stranger on your way to work. Even if they don't smile back, you'll feel the shift inside you. Take a deep breath when you feel tension. Even one conscious breath can change your entire inner rhythm. Write down 1 thing that brought you joy today, no matter how small it seems. When you eat, try to focus on the flavors and textures, without your phone, without distractions. Turn off the music or screen for a moment and simply listen to birds, voices, the wind. Each moment is a doorway to a deeper connection with yourself and with life. These tiny actions are like invisible threads weaving inner resilience and peace. They remind us that we don't need to escape life to feel it. We simply need to be in it, awake, attentive, alive. A nature metaphor. Imagine how drops of dew gather the morning light. Individually, they seem small, almost invisible. But when the sun touches them, they sparkle, brighten the grass, awaken the day. Life is the same, illuminated not by big achievements, but by small, mindful moments. They are the dew of our consciousness, fragile, yet full of light. When we learn to slow down, when we allow ourselves simply to be, we begin to feel the rhythm of life as it is. Gentle, natural, wise. All the small moments we talked about, the morning cup of coffee, the sunset, the glance of a stranger, the breath that returns us to our body, they are not random. They are little doors to presence. Each time we open them, we connect more deeply with ourselves, with others, with life itself. And then comes the realization. Real joy isn't in the big events, but in the way we show up in the small ones. When we start noticing them, something shifts inside us. life is no longer something that simply happens. It becomes a dance, a conscious experience. Gratitude and mindfulness turn the ordinary into the sacred. A cup of tea becomes a moment of peace, a single word, an act of love. One breath, a connection to life itself. Remember, the small moments are the great lessons of the soul. In them lies the magic of every day, magic we don't need to search for, only to notice. True mindfulness doesn't live only in the silence of meditation. It is in our daily choices, how we respond, how we speak, how we walk. It is in knowing when to say yes and when to say no without guilt. It is in allowing yourself to slow down and feel the beauty of simple things. Try this. When you drive, quiet your mind and simply be with the feeling of movement. When you drink coffee, feel the aroma and warmth in your hands. When you meet a friend, be fully there, not with your phone but with your heart. These are the small moments where mindfulness comes alive, where life becomes real again. Mindfulness is not an escape from reality, it is a return to it. It reminds us that every second is an opportunity to begin again. There is no need to wait for a better moment. It is already here. Every breath, every thank you, every mindful action is a step toward inner harmony. The more we practice presence, the more natural it becomes to live with clarity, joy, and kindness. If this video inspires you, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who is also seeking more mindfulness, balance, and peace in their daily life. Let's build a world where we live with attention, compassion, and gratitude every day.